Sherin Mathews mugshot just coming into the News 8 newsroom. Now, we broke word of Sherin Mathews' arrest within the last hour. You'll recall her daughter Sherin is the 3-year-old girl who vanished and was found dead just yards from her Richardson home. Sherin's husband, Wesley Mathews, is already in police custody. News 8's Jobin Paniker is live at the Richardson Police Department, where Sherin Mathews is now. Jobin.
Yeah, we're here at the police department. Sherin Mathews walked in here at 3 o'clock with her attorney. Walked in here, walked through the parking lot, through the double doors, and is now in custody here with the Richardson Police Department. As you said, charged with child endangerment and abandonment on $250,000 bond. And we're going to hear right now from Sergeant Kevin Perlick here with the Richardson Police Department. First of all, you're saying it is still somewhat connected to the disappearance and death of Sherin Mathews. Tell us about the incident that we're talking about that led to this charge.
This incident actually took place the night before Sherin actually went missing or was reported missing to us. So
Friday?
This was Friday before, like I say, she would be reported to us the following morning, 8 o'clock Saturday morning, as missing.
Okay. And so what, and you gleaned this from interviews, you gleaned this from financial records, as well as cell records, right? They had gone to dinner, the family had gone to dinner without Sherin. Is that what you gleaned?
Right. Investigators are always trying to put together what is fact and what is fiction. And even though we're told something, we have to verify that. And what they've been able to do is they've been able to put this together as part of being fact, where we have cell records showing they were in the area of this restaurant. We have financial records showing that, in fact, transaction did take place there at the restaurant, the number of meals that were purchased there at the restaurant, and then also testimony from staff there at the restaurant as far as how many people were in the restaurant that particular night.
Did you have a chance to talk with the employees there at that restaurant, and did they confirm that Sherin was not there in her seat?
As part of the investigation, the investigators did go out there and talk to the employees that were on scene on the night that they were up there at the restaurant, and they were able to confirm that there were only 3 people present in the restaurant.
Are we presuming then that Sherin was at home alone in the home?
Yes, that would go along with what we've been told during the interviews with the Mathews, that she was left home, part of it coming from the fact that she wouldn't drink this milk, and so they left her behind.
Did she tell, was it Wesley that told you that, or was that Sherin Mathews in her interviews that told you that she was left at home?
I believe it's probably a culmination of the two, and that's where we've been working off of.
Okay. And so what tells us that she may have been alive from the time the family left the home and the time that her body is taken from the home and left there at the culvert?
Well, that's still part of the investigation. It hasn't concluded by any means with Sherin's arrest. It's still opening, it's still going on, and it's something that we're going to have to wait for some of the evidence to be returned to us. As you know, we still do not have everything back. We are still waiting for a report from the ME's office. Depending upon what that report tells us, that could lead to additional charges, modification of the charges, or point us in another direction of what we need to look at. There are other things that we've submitted for analysis. When that comes back, that may tell us something additional as well.
Can you tell us specifically what has been sent in?
Some of the stuff has been sent to labs in Quantico. That takes time. That may include cell phone stuff. That may include the automobile records and stuff like that. So there's still some stuff that we haven't gotten back yet that we're going to have to take a look at. The investigators have been pouring through a lot of information. As you all know, we've sent out numerous search warrants for various pieces of evidence. They've sifted through all that, and they've been able to kind of put together some of the case and be able to charge somebody like what we've done today because of that.
Sherin Mathews walked in with her attorney. Was she cooperative before that, when she was served? Has anything happened since?
Yes, we notified the attorney that we had an arrest warrant for Sherin, and they agreed to voluntarily come here to the station and turn themselves in to us.
Where do we go from here? Is she going to stay here at the jail overnight, or is she going to be transferred to Dallas County?
Well, there's an option that if she posts a bond, she could be released. If she's not able to post the bond, then of course the possibility of her being transferred comes up. As far as when she might be transferred, that could happen anywhere from later tonight, tomorrow, or 3 days from now. It just really depends upon what happens.
Sergeant Kevin Perlick with the Richardson Police Department, and we were just talking about that bond for Sherin Mathews, again facing charges of child endangerment and abandonment. The bond has been set at $250,000. reporting live here at Richardson Police Department. Jobin Paniker, Channel 8 News.
Jobin, thank you very much for that update. This is a major development in this case because we know that Sherin's disappearance and death dominated headlines here in Texas and across the country and globe. So many of you were hoping for the best scenario during the more than 2-week search for Sherin. This all started, by the way, back on Saturday, October 7th. When Sherin's father, Wesley, said he last saw her when he left her outside at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sherin wasn't reported missing until 5 hours later. That day, police arrested Wesley Mathews. The Amber Alert was discontinued 2 days later because of lack of tips. But then that same day, Monday, October 9th, CPS took custody of the Mathews' older daughter, a 4-year-old. On October 10th, Richardson police and the FBI searched the family home. And then finally, October 22nd, Sherin's body was found in a culvert. We later learned her father admitted to police that he had gotten rid of Sherin's body.